Righty guys, we should be live. Let me go grab the chat and see what the people that are waiting in the waiting area are saying. Click go live. Big game tonight, Friday night footy. We're on 6 in the waiting room. Sarah, welcome everybody to the stream. Another big game for the Saints, 4th interstate live reaction of the year, and probably the last one, to be honest. I've already booked Sydney. Oh, something's going on the right there. It's not particularly great for the eye, but booked Sydney, so I'll be making that trip in 2 weeks. But it's a big next few weeks for the Saints. Huge tasks, some fallen soldiers over the next few weeks as well. Over the last week, and will be for the next few weeks as well, especially in the forward line. So it's going to make it a bit more difficult, but Freo have their outs as well. So I'm relatively confident. Let me just get the proper graphic up on the screen. Must have not saved in the preview. Stream the Dreamtime game. I haven't watched a second of that yet. Even if the game ends up being close, it's not a very relevant game. Richmond up by 14 points though, so Essendon would be. I think he could almost make a case of just deciding to sack Brad Scott. Maybe not on the spot, but just he's not. If they can't win against Richmond, it's a 14-point margin at the moment. So I still don't know if that's going to last throughout the entire game. But it looks like the quality of the game's actually not too bad. Richmond already 4 goals in the first quarter. I can't remember the last time they've done that. Triforce. You reckon we have a decent chance? Well, not many are riding us home, but I think we do have a pretty good record against Fremantle historically. So there's a little bit more hope that we could actually pull off something. And I can't remember the last time we've actually been able to do something like this, but we've knocked off a premiership fancy or a top 4 quality side away from home. So the last time perhaps that I can remember was the game in 2020 against Port Adelaide, but I almost don't count that in a way because it was a COVID year and it did feel like quite a while ago. So yeah, did make the trip up for this one. I said I was considering it, perhaps if we beat Gold Coast, but man, I've been saving a good amount of money not going on these interstate trips and just saving it for later on in the year, especially if we do make finals. I'm definitely going to go wherever the hell we end up getting scheduled. So hopefully, I actually would like to play. I wouldn't want to. Realistically, I would like to stay in Melbourne every week, but if we somehow climb up the ladder and get a pinch a win in the next couple of weeks, we've got a pretty tough run. Then there is a slight chance that maybe we do actually end up finishing in the top 6, and that'll mean if we win that first game, could play away in the semis against maybe Adelaide, or I don't know if Adelaide do make the semis though, or a home semi. They probably don't finish top 4, but Fremantle or a Brisbane probably not going to win a game like that. But hey, ride the wave if you make it and get a win or two. Who knows? Could do a Bulldogs 2016. Let's just chuck the graphic up on the screen. Yeah, but excited for this one, and just see how the lads fare up against a quality opponent. What the fuck? Oh wait, that's the wrong bloody graphic. I can't believe you won tickets to Fiji. Yeah, I'll talk about how that went in just a touch. Too bad I didn't really record much footage of the moment. Thankfully, Checkers was sitting in. I don't know why he was filming. He kind of just records random stuff at random times of the game, and it was just matter of right time, right place. So thankfully, he did record that. So I have that footage. I'm trying to get what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the footage or the photo of the check, because I actually brought out like one of those checks where you hold and take a photo. So that I want to use that for something, but I'm waiting. I'm gonna have to send another email. But yeah, they sent through an email the other day, so it looks like we can make the option to go from anywhere from the 1st of June in 2026 to the 1st of June 2027. There are a few blackout periods of when you can't make the bookings, and that's probably because of like school holidays, I think, and like the high season where yeah, lots of flights are probably booked and all that stuff. But I don't really care that much. I wouldn't have even considered going during those dates. One of the blackout periods is over my birthday week. So, but I wasn't probably planning on going over my birthday anyways. But I will definitely, yeah. I'm starting to, obviously, I don't know if you can tell, and I don't want to like keep saying all stuff, but you can sort of start seeing that a couple of more things are getting put up, and I'm starting to feel a little bit back into making more and more enjoyable content. So, yeah, obviously the holiday won't be during the footy season. It'll be later, maybe off season, and it might even be a considerable one on the main channel where I'm like, well, this actually has a big it's got a big relation to actually a moment that happened at the footy, because I can use the footage. So thankfully there was a bit of footage there. A couple other people filmed some stuff, but I don't know if it's usable because it was on Snapchat, so it's kind of shit. Yeah, we can have a look at the team. Oh no, no, damn! My OBS is doing this stupid shit that caused me to delay the Bulldogs game where it freezes. I might just have to wait for a little bit. Otherwise, will that affect? It might very well affect whether or not I'm going to be able to like change stuff that gets appeared on screen and all that. If I'll be able to see it, who bloody knows? Where are you going on holiday? Well, I want a trip. You know how they give away sometimes at the footy, like at halftime and all that, like the MCs, announces that they're gonna give away normally a prize that's got to do with their major sponsor. It's normally something average, like a $50 Callabon Steel gift voucher. Like it's not one of those ones where you go on the field and you because the ones that you go on the field to win shit are actually even worse at times. You can actually only walk away with like a scarf or something like that. But I feel one of the more rewarding and more exciting prize that you'd want to win would be like a free flight somewhere and accommodation. So yeah, Fiji is a sponsor that the Saints have, and they do it every Marvel game. And we figured, well, we'd have no chance, but we luckily came back to our seats just in time for the moment. And then they only do it at level 1. We've got seats in level 2, but they decided to change things up a little bit, and there wasn't really much action going on, so we actually got kind of lucky. No one around us really cared that much. My mum and I were like, fuck it, we might as well go and try and win this shit, and we did. I wish I did film it on my camera, but I didn't film it on my camera because I literally wasn't expecting the game to be anything of note. I thought, look, what was the margin at halftime? It was an absolute nothing game that no one would care, would remember over the next day, let alone in a few weeks' time or in a year's time. So I didn't think there was any purpose. But in hindsight, probably sort of wish I did film something, but that's okay because there is still footage, and you can check it on Instagram if you wanted to. Did you just need to well, you know how they are, those sort of competitions. You obviously got to bring energy and look like you actually give a shit. Normally they don't give those sort of things to sort of younger people. Normally they're more to the older folks. So I kind of got lucky. Actually, I don't think it's luck. I think it was actually right place. Well, that is luck, but I think that was a lot of it was skill, and I'll thank my mum for that as well, for putting in a real battle. Yeah, I've acknowledged your existence in the chat there, Triforce. Let me put this up in my Instagram story as well. Yeah, I want to quickly go. Oh, 110 people in the chat. All right, I got a couple in. How's the Richmond Essendon game? Are people switching over to this one? Have they had enough of the, what would you call it, the spoon bowl sort of Dreamtime of the D sort of game? My OBS is still being a bit of a fucking piece of shit right now. It's not letting me change anything. It should let me. I'm not going to have goal songs now as a result of it. It's okay. Goal songs aren't a necessity. They're just a nice added bonus. You're going to have a run with the Div 12 Resis? Yeah, well, I am. At some stage. Let me just... Everything on my screen's not... It's freezing. Oh, there we go. Doing a nice little ceremony before the action begins. The welcome to country, which I was there for the Richmond game. I don't remember them. Oh no, they did. No, they definitely did do a welcome to country. Never mind. Of course. Why wouldn't they? What deal should we? Up to you, mate. It can be. It can involve anything, any player, any team, any moment. But obviously, make it a real difficult one. You can't just gift yourself your mention or slash shout out. The can you guys just let me know if the live chat on the right is frozen? Because if it's frozen, I'm gonna have to restart OBS. It's not frozen. Okay, we might be all right. But that means I'm gonna have to. That means I can't add a window capture. What has that done to the screen? I've got no idea. That probably hasn't. No, I think it's gonna show later on. My OBS is frozen, so it's gonna make it hard. I'm gonna have to maybe perhaps restart the stream in a second. Richmond one's better. I was never gonna watch that game, obviously. This is my team. Why would I not watch this game instead? It's like saying, "Oh, yeah, you should have watched Collingwood Geelong when I streamed the Gold Coast and Gilda game." Like, well, yeah, maybe for a lot of other people it was a bigger and more important game, and it probably is because at the G and all that. But I don't give a fuck. What's it looking like on my phone? Because if it's looking shit on my phone, then that'll be my answer. No, that's not looking shit. I'm gonna have to restart my laptop before the start. Give me 30 seconds, chat, and we'll be back online. I'm gonna try this E to see if it gets in. Oh, I'll get in. Not if you put that in more than a couple more times, mate. Otherwise, you're getting the flick. Just activating the camera, guys. Just give me a second. Interesting. I also tipped Dockers by 22. I've sort of reduced it by like 4. I think I said 26 in the video. Ended up being 22 on the graphic. Sarong out makes things just slightly more even. And I think we should get on top of the midfield. Why is my fucking camera... Oh, there. All right. Anyways, looks like we're underway in just under a minute. So, final little preparations for both the playing groups. I think we'll get off to a pretty strong start, like every week, and then Fremantle will have their surges, and it's going to be really hard to stop, especially the runners from the outside, and Reed and Bolton. I'm worried about in the forward line. I'm worried about their 3 key tools, and I'm not sure if Howard's going to do enough to be, just do enough to withstand the what potential perhaps a miss could do in the forward line if he doesn't. If he gives too much separation, so we'll see how it goes. But hopefully, I don't have heaps of expectations. I'll just be really disappointed if the game is over at halftime. But I don't think it's going to be the case because this is a different St Kilda team, I reckon, that I can trust more. Even if we've got outs, we've got plays that can fill the gaps and all that shit. Yeah, I did hear about Thorpe's 1 match ban. He hasn't not had his ways this year, has he? He's just been all over the place, unfortunately for him. Who's Adelaide got next? Well, they've got the bye, and then they've got Geelong. Yeah, you don't want him out against the Cats. I just it didn't feel like he had much confidence. I don't know if he's better to just stay in the forward line, or if it is a better move to have him all around the ground to get him going, because yes, he can play that role in the middle where he can be that midfielder and even chop out sometimes in the ruck, but I don't know, he's been troubling himself with a lot of the injuries and he just couldn't get anywhere really near it. It didn't feel like he had heaps of an impact at all. Put something up on my post. Can you guys hear the game audio in the back, or do I need to put that up? Actually, it's not going to work because I haven't got headphones plugged in. Do you guys have the game audio in the back of the stream, or can you not hear it? You can hear it? All right. You can hear it or not? Good luck. We're going to need to get... We need freaking Caminiti to do more than just compete. He really needs to actually provide some form of danger towards the opposition in terms of a target inside 50. He can't just easily get out marked. That's a good start, though. We get the first centre clearance. And Max Hall, who will have the first set shot. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. And he can kick this, Max Hall. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Can he put the first one through? It's a good shot. Oh, yes. What a kick. He's an absolute gem, Max Hall. Absolute gem. He's on. He needs to, I said it before, the players like him and Wilson and Philippou, like, because of our four line, a lot of outs, we just need maximum output from these players to have a real shot at winning this. So it's a good start. Oh, we don't want that. We don't want that. I'll fix that. You had to wait an hour for the game. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, everyone technically had to wait an hour for the game. They had to wait the whole life for the game if this is the game that they were waiting for in specifics. Nice haul. Garcia extracts it out. Winnie. Get rid of it. I'd be quite surprised if this game's really free-flowing and high-scoring, because I wouldn't have thought we'd be a better chance of winning it if that was the case. Well, that's how we've been playing our footy this year. Flanders. Good work, Caminiti. Just compete there. Looks like he's on... Who is he on? Is that McDonald for Freo? Why is there a Carlton Bulldogs preview? The game's already... I don't even know why it's still there. Yeah, obviously the game's already fit. Why is that still rotating on the screen? They're out here, the Dockers. Brayshaw, look at this. Johnson. Wagner, let's see if they can hit a target. Who's up? Who's up? Don't be a free kick. Nice. No free kick. Good stuff, Stocker. Why haven't you been doing match day vlogs for AFL? Well, I haven't been just doing I have been filming at St Kilda games though. Not really at any of the other games, but at St Kilda games, there'll be a video coming out. I'm a good chunk of the way through it. But after a certain period of time, I kind of do end up enjoying. I'd prefer to enjoy the game on its own as opposed to like film every moment. And when I am with my family, so that's why I like kind of not film every single moment, film bits and pieces, and it's not really enough for a match day vlog. And evolution of the channel, I would like to move past them. No, I would still do the big games here and there, but Thursday night next week against Hawthorn, that will definitely be a match day vlog. So I'll definitely be doing still more. I just haven't been doing heaps to start off the year. Yeah, Sporting Lou. Appreciate the question. Wilson, nice. Not going to be a... Well, can Wood get to that? Nah. We haven't actually trailed at quarter time all year, if I'm not mistaken. I'd love to know if that's actually accurate. We perhaps may have lost one or two first quarters, but I can't remember us not being in front of quarter time. And now we're controlling the game. When do you do another goal kicking challenge? Well, perhaps soon when the World Cup sort of. There's a video I had in mind all year, and I still definitely want to put together. I'm just a little bit worried that maybe I've done a little bit too much sort of passive content in this this start of the year, that it's not going to do as well as it could have if it was last year. But you know, if you want to rebound the channel, you got to actually put the effort in of upload. So I've just got to work way back into it, I guess. G'day Max, how's it going? They're not bad, not too bad. How are you on this fine Friday night? It's been a pretty decent day, weather-wise as well. Nice and sunny for the Melburnians. Saints win by 5. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna care if I get this tip wrong. I really would not care. I'll get the champagne out. I should have. Honestly should have it somewhere just in case we do actually win. Have to. Well, I don't have a fresh bottle, unfortunately. Oh, nice. Voss drops it. Could be that sort of night. Could be that sort of night for Fremantle where things just don't go their way, and it's just we just keep fighting. We just keep throwing everything at it, because we're probably going to have to switch it up a little bit given a lack of personnel. It's a good start. Taking the crowd, because what's the crowd like for this game? Like, what do you reckon? It'd be like 50,000 at least. I'm saying that because Fremantle got almost 50. I think got 50. They got a lot against Hawthorn, and that was a Thursday game. This Friday night fixture might be a thing to come for Fremantle, given that they probably will be up there for a while, and their fans are packing their stands out every week. Chapman having the first shot for the Dockers from outside 50 here. I'm not expecting him to kick this. And DeConey, yeah. No one really flew there for the Dockers. Not 15. Sinclair goes long. Nice Wood. Garcia puts the Jets on. Hill. Compete. Caminiti. Too easy. I wonder if they wanted push there. I don't know why you would fall for that. That was a bit too easy, which was weird because it's not something I'd expect from Cox. No, Higgins are unfortunately out for the next 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks, maybe even more. Getting surgery on his knee. So we've had a bad run of injuries at the worst time, but this would be a great start. 2 goals on the trot. For whatever reason, we start really well. Interstate and at home. That's a shit kick though. That's not even going to score. If he's going to be in the forward line, he's got to do a bit more than that. He's got to be a bit better. He would want to have had that goal for his confidence. But I mean, I guess it's not a bad start for his game. But we need more if we're going to win this game. Forward line's not looking too bad. Freo's defense looked shaky early on. What do you think of the Power V Blues game on Sunday? Probably not sure if I watched too much of that game because I think I'll be either at one of the 4 o'clock games. I personally would prefer, like, I think obviously the game of Geelong Sydney is more enticing, and I think that's going to be the better one. But I actually would, you'd prefer to say that you actually were at Pendlebury's record-breaking game. McRae should have taken the kick. Hill, take the kick. Just take the kick when you can. Oh, that's held without it. Nice haul. Hall's kicked his second goal. Fucking hell, come on. Oh, I keep forgetting that does a stupid goal. So I don't want, can I get rid of that? That's not at all what I want. Max Hall's kicked 2 goals. And I don't know why, McRae should have kicked the goal there or had a shot. Great start to this game. We've just finding plays, open space, Fremantle are panicky. Great pressure there. He forced the turnover and then he gets the goal. Six goals. If a player kicks 6 goals, because your one last week was Mackay for 3 in the last quarter, chances of that are like a lot less likely than a player to kick 5 goals, especially when you've got Fremantle who have a lot of... Hall could kick 5, mate, in the quarter. Nice work. And we'll get the ball back. O'Connell goes short. Hill, he's been busy. This is a forward line that's looking a lot more functional compared to last week. No, that is not the kick. That's a shocker. Picking out Driscoll there. No swearing. What are you tuning into, mate? Silvani. Fremantle have got nowhere to go. They're stuck right now. Let's try and put a bit more scoreboard pressure on. That would be nice. 6 goals I'm happy with. Oh, Carroll. Shit. Good stuff, Wilson. Gets his pants pulled down. Playlist guy, yeah. If the Saints win, it'll actually help a lot of sides. It'll help Geelong. It'll help a lot of sides around the 4. Not sure where it would put us ladder-wise. I think it would probably be in the 8 after this game. And I think our top 8 credentials will rise dramatically. But remember the Gold Coast and the Adelaide game? We fucking started brilliantly. Marshall on Cox. How is that not 50? Wilson, can he go for home? He loves an away game. Misses. It'll help Brisbane as well. It'll help Brisbane. End of the year it would, because I mean it just gives them a little bit more of a chance at still making top 4, because it's not a given. I don't think it's a given at all. They're not just going to come good. Banfield almost. Well, I don't know what it is with us in first quarters here, but I want to see a second and third quarter that isn't just a complete fall from grace. Essendon only have 2 on the bench right now. I saw Durham went off the ground. That's actually going to hurt them if they're going to be without 2 plays. Well, great tackle, Windhager. If they're going to be without 2 plays for most of the game, Richmond actually might be odds-on favourites at this point to win the game, which would be terrible for Essendon. Be booed off the ground if you were Essendon. Sharman Marks. He loves a game against Freo. No one went up to compete. Not sure if this is going to go through, though. He's been a little bit inconsistent this year with his kicking. Oh, McGrath broken far out. That's not good. I know he's copped a bit of criticism as captaincy for the Bombers, but I still think he's actually done all right. And even if it was like a fringe player, it's not an injury you want. Broken jaw. Can Cooper Sharman put this through? Oh, he's badly hooked that. Caminiti, that's good work to compete there and get the ball to ground. But it's annoying that very well could have been a chance another goal. We could definitely be up by more. The fact that Fremantle really haven't fired a shot yet. Philippou hasn't really got into the game. We are dominating the middle. They are panicky. I just don't want it to be we fucking have all these inside 50s and then it only makes up for like a 14-point lead and then they kick a couple of quick ones easily because they got to. It's just going to be easier for them, you would think, to get goals. And as a result, we're back to being behind. Who is there for us? That's what happened in the Gold Coast game. No one was competing. Freo win, it'll be 10 in a row. I think that's a club record. But so far, they don't look like they're going to be doing that. But I don't think they've played a full 4-quarter game, I don't reckon, all year, Fremantle. So they might just have a slow start. Oh, that's a little too easy there. Amos, he's the player that I reckon is going to have a good game for them. He's my pick of the forwards to have a big game for them. Why is he going the snap? He'll miss this now. No, it was on the line. Wouldn't have mattered. Freo kick their first goal. Disappointingly. Because now the crowds need to get rid of this. Now the crowd's alive. Well and truly backing up and running. Show us the game. Or just don't be a pauper and freaking pay for KO or something. Well, he would have been more likely to... or a player's just more confident with these snaps now. Voss, you've done nothing, mate. You've just shown up. You haven't done anything yet. Don't get all up on your opponent when you haven't done anything yet. Good stuff, Silvani. We still need our back six to be as locked in as probably they've ever been. Otherwise, anytime they go inside 50, they're going to look really dangerous. What's Howard doing here? Not terrible. Game slowed up. Only the 3 goals. Richmond. I'll put the Richmond scores up, actually, because I'm going to keep track of that game in the background. Tigers up by 22 points. Can you give me a shout out? Chaz loves Speedway. There you go, mate. Huge shout out to Chaz loves Speedway. Oh, Wilkie, nice. Nice stuff. If we didn't have Wilkie, we'd be in a lot more trouble. Oh, Bolton. He's a good kick. That's a really good kick. You're starting to get a little bit more into this game now, the Dockers. We don't deserve to be down by or up by just the point if we concede here. We probably deserve to be still up by a couple more goals. We've just been all over them. Can't stop the pressure. Missed it. Oh, he's touched off the boot. Does it? What the hell happened there? Was that sort of a helicopter sort of kick? First Saints should be the Channel 7 game, says Jake Star. No, I disagree. This isn't a Channel 7 worthy game. It wouldn't have been before the season started, and it's still probably not now. But in terms of the two teams, quality-wise, it does deserve probably its own time slot. But I'm surprised the AFL decided to have the Dreamtime scheduled alongside another game. They normally only have that as its own, as a standalone. So they obviously had a feeling that the majority of the footy audience probably didn't want to watch that game if there was another option of a game. So Fox Footy win there. Because I think this game will end up being pretty close. Good work, because we're up for the challenge here, the Saints. Which I'm not surprised about. I didn't think we were going to start poorly, but we've definitely started, I think, the better of the two teams. Making fumbles, but still winning the possession. Going inside again, McVeigh over the top. Tracy too strong. And if Tracy's on Howard, Tracy could be kicking 5 there. Trick Triforce Legends. What a difference having 3 key powerful forwards. And then you've got Jackson that can roll in there. And Cox sometimes has a chop out in the forward line. What a difference that makes. You'd think he'll kick this, right? He's probably one of my favourite players in the competition. Right now he isn't. Right now he certainly isn't, but kick their second goal, the Dockers, and 1 point margin. It's not a great sign if we're putting so much work and effort into just what was 2 goals won, and now the Dockers have already equaled that and really haven't been doing too much. Only the last 5 minutes where they really got on top and running. Which AFL game are you willing to watch on Saturday? Well, I'd be willing to watch all the games, but I think I would be most wanting to watch the Cat Swans game, which is in a bit of an awkward time slot. Don't like the 4:15 p.m. time slot. Which means I might not watch it here because I'll probably want to go to one of the 2 games. Collingwood West Coast tickets are sold out actually, unless I was desperate to go. I'll probably go to Geelong Sydney. I'd rather do that. It'll be a good game, good contest. Catch up with people that I haven't seen in a while. I hate my chat sometimes. I don't know why my chat's so boring and dull. Like, just can't really. I cannot flow with the chat when there's just not anything happening with it. Guess I'm just talking to myself. And Tracy again takes a mark inside 50. It's going to be a harder shot. I think most of us are watching the other game. Well, I didn't even know you were still watching any. The other game probably will end up being a good one, actually, considering Essendon have those outs and Richmond have started. Essendon are going to want to respond in the second half. So I think that'll actually end up being a good game. But this one, I guess later on, more people will tune in, given it's the only game on later on in the night. It's going to finish at like 11. Might be the latest finish to a game ever for Victoria. So margin now 13-13. Hello again. No. Oh, no. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, how's it going, Michaela? So how's it going? You were there 5 minutes ago, but good to see you on again. Yeah, feel free to discuss other things. Like, I don't care really for people that want to shout out. I appreciate that you care enough to ask, but it's not really giving much. It's not really fueling the stream. Good Mark Hamanidi. I know it helps a lot more when people are watching the game. They can talk about what has happened and give opinions and all that. Not marked. We can't let them mark it and just get it out so easily. Although in saying that, they're not getting it out cleanly. They're just bombing it. Shit kick. Oh, dropped. Somehow. Henry against his former side. Yes. We really needed that. We really needed that goal just to stem the flow of the game because Fremantle had the momentum with Tracy and the big forwards. Needed that. The game needed that as well. If people are going to want to tune into this game, St Kilda need to just keep on firing. They can't just go into their shell. So, I don't know what happened there, but that's the thing, right? They're just under a lot of pressure. Our small forwards tonight have started off really well. Forgot about Henry. He's perhaps going to be a mainstay. Well, he's going to have to be a mainstay for a bit, but this is a good opportunity for him to cement his spot on the side. He really was quiet last week. Started well. I think he had 3 goals against Carlton. Was really lively. I liked the way he played, but needs a big performance. And hopefully he has that extra ticker in him because it's against his former side. But I don't know if he gives a shit enough about that. And it's Indigenous round, so he should have a little bit more extra motivation. Oh, we're going to concede, aren't we, here? It's going to be Dudley. Oh, he's kicked out in the full. He's kicked it out in the full, thankfully. Now all the chats are coming through. We had nothing for a good period, and now everyone's saying their thing. You should do layout streams again. Yeah, I definitely should do layout streams. I don't even know what layout streams are. Have Essendon really been that bad? Well, too bad I won't be able to watch it at quarter time for a bit because it's half time. It doesn't line up well. I know they can't, realistically, they can't have it be perfect, but it'd be nice if at half time or at quarter time, the games would line up because then everyone's just stuck with nothing when there are 2 supposed games on during breaks. But now that, yeah, it's half time, so people will be probably watching this unless they don't have free to wear or they only have free to wear. Who misses Jackson, Grundy or Gawn? Oh, don't be a freak. Do not be a free kick to... Don't fucking give him that. That is shit. Wilkie knows so clearly that wasn't a hold. How do you pay that? He knows it's a joke. I'm not going to want to show a replay because I know it's a pathetic call. They're saying that it apparently was there, the commentators. Well, I'd like to see it again. Don't just side with the umpires. Like, fucking hell. They just get a gifted goal when they don't deserve it. They do not deserve it. And it pisses me off because they haven't been... And they don't deserve to be level with us. And that's the thing. If we put out a big first quarter and we don't even let... That's soft. That's so soft. He didn't bloody touch... Well, he touched him, but he didn't apply any fucking amount of force. Hope I'll be able to get it this... Well, who've kicked the goals for Freo? It's been all of Amiss, Tracy, and... So it's their 3 big keys. Their 3 big keys haven't... They've all had 1 goal each, so far you're looking a little bit rough with that call. Here we go, Hall. We need to respond. He's up. Very good kick inside 50. And Mason Wood. So we'll lead at quarter time, and that's all it deserved. Kick the goal, mate. We've kicked 4 in the first quarter, so our scoring hasn't been much of an issue, actually. We're on track for the ton if we kick 25 in each of the next 3. I really don't mind this start. I just wish that we were up by a little bit more because, and how about that? Scores from centre bounce. Max Hall always provides something. I couldn't quite see who handballed that out. Could have been Garcia. It could have been, I don't know, Flanders. I couldn't see, but good response. Very, very happy with that. Yeah, I know, Michaela. I talked about that earlier in the stream. Did not expect that. No one expects it when they're heading to a game of footy to win a huge prize like that at half time. But right place, right time, and that should be holding the ball. And it actually pays to put in a bit of effort to try and win those things, because sometimes sometimes you're the best one there and they'll pick you. Garcia didn't handball it to anyone in particular. We had a chance to go for I'll tell you what, if we're playing like this with the four-line we have tonight, as that's quarter time, with all these goal-kicking mids and De Koning and Marshall who can kick goals now, bring in King if he can somehow get on the park, Higgins in the forward line, Ryan, Owens, like bloody hell, you've got arguably one of the better forward lines in the league now. Anyways, I'm happy with that first quarter. We're definitely in this game. And I didn't think we weren't going to be in this game, but perhaps others thought that the task would have been too difficult. But Freo have a little bit of work to do. We obviously still do have work as well to get completed. I'll put this on my story because let's get people up and ready for jumping on. Luke Parker for AA. No, wouldn't even be in the 40 for my. He's had he's been huge for the Roos in that halfback spot, but I don't think he's been consistent enough the last few weeks to get in the AA squad or the team or whatever. Why do you have to say that 4 times as well?
At Coles, footy fans can score more with the Coles goal. It's one exciting goal every Thursday.
27 months is crazy. Yeah, cheers, Sarah. Thank you for that.
To help save money off your online shop.
Big milestone. Not particularly a significant number milestone, but it's still a big number when you think about it. 2.5 years almost.
Score more only at Coles.
Every year, tens of thousands of fans flock to the SCG in the hope of witnessing.
Yeah, no, solid start for the Saints. I don't know if you've watched any of the game, Sports Nut, but I'd probably, yeah, if I was a neutral, I'd probably flick between the two games. But this is setting up to be a pretty good one, and I think this is one that could see an upset in if the Saints keep this up for 3 quarters of the pressure and all that.
I feel very fortunate and grateful to have played a small part in that over the years.
Max Hall's the greatest player to grace this earth. Basically involved in all of our scores. He is he's a gift of God. He could be a player, like someone said before, Luke Parker. Could Max Hall perhaps, if his form can keep up and we have a big run heading into the end of the year, maybe heading into finals and all that, could he be a player that could be a sneaky for the All-Australian squad if he keeps this up? I know he hasn't had a year where he's been at that level every game, but he's had a lot of good games. And the fact that he can do it against the better sides as well wouldn't shock me. Garcia would be nice if he makes it. I don't think this year, but maybe sometime in the future. He's definitely an All-Australian caliber player. I think he can become that. The Saints cheated. In what way, my friend? Actually, I don't really think you are my friend, but how? Oh, I should figure out what I'm going to say on the story. My screen glitched as well, honestly, on the KO. Max Hall AA. Well, I'd want him. I think for a bit of reward for effort. Hopefully, he can at least be in the 40-man squad. Saints cheated by giving away bullshit free to fall. I don't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He never does. That Soxy guy. Should be up by more. I'll say it for another time. We should be up by more. We've been playing the more convincing footy, and if he had more targets in the forward line, I dare say we should be winning. We could be up by 4 or 5 goals as a stretch. But I tell you, what's the stats looking like? Maybe 4 or 5 goals, is it? 3 goals. What's the midfield? Yeah, those centre clearances 5-2. We've scored 2 goals from centre clearances. Hit out to even, but that's expected. We're winning the contested game. We're winning the uncontested game. Equal marks inside 50. Double the contested marks, which is surprising. And we haven't not led throughout the game as well. The Saints are eyeing in on a massive kill, and we're going to win. I am that confident. It's going to happen. Good start. Join into the stream. And, you know, when... Fucking... What am I talking about here? I got to do a news story. That was shit. Yeah, he'd be handy, wouldn't he, Mary? Luke Parker and Max Hall for the top 4. Well, Luke Parker could perhaps sustain his form. We'll say. I don't know. If I don't watch enough games and analyze plays too intently to really have a say. Formidably, I'd really just be making assumptions and guesses. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. Leading by 6 points at quarter time. The Saints are going to cause a huge upset here. Could it be a huge boil over? Tune into the stream to see if we can get the job done against the Dockers. And I'll tell you what, if we do, mate, the party's starting. The party's starting. It doesn't matter if the game finishes at midnight. We're in for a big one. Leading by 6 points at quarter time. The Saints are going to cause a huge upset here. Could it be a huge boil over? Tune into the stream to see if we can get the job done against the Dockers. And I'll tell you what, if we do, mate, the party's starting. The party's starting. It doesn't matter if the game finishes at midnight. We're in for a big one. Now we're going to fucking lose after I said that. Or not just lose, but get smashed in the second quarter. Never mind. Because, Kamnidi, mates. We literally need double the effort and the output from you tonight, and you do that. He hasn't been like... I don't think he's been that bad, but man, he's frustrating. Because he's competing in contests and shit. What I think I had it in my big call, or not big call, but in my little thing on the side of the screen. What will happen is Wolfie time will get us, even if we're up by a couple goals in the last quarter. Wolfie time. Actually, no, we shouldn't, because we'll be well prepared for it. I actually reckon Ross Lyon probably addresses it at some stage if that's the case, because you know we were rattled by the occasion when it occurred. Last year when I was there, we were down by like 4 points, I think, and they played it. And yeah, Freo have been pretty good with Wolfie time, haven't they? It's a good initiative that they do, but pissed me off when I was there last year, obviously. Wood's been good early on. He's been creative. Saints running down the wing. Can we get a mark inside 50 here? Caminiti just get the ball to ground. Don't be a free kick to Fremantle. It's a free kick to Fremantle! Fucking hell! I mean, luckily it's not in the other end of the ground, but it's seriously this. What is the free kick count? You'd think don't say Vic Vice here, but you'd think Fremantle are going to get the advantage. Rubber the green. They've already had 2 calls that I don't really think that they should have gotten. Oh mate, you'll have plenty of opportunities, Triforce Legends. You actually would rather not be getting the shoutouts now. You'd actually probably rather them later. But that's not to say you probably don't want one right now. Yeah, we'll see. 5 or 6 goals, I said. So you're in maybe some trouble. I love Figgins, Pooh, Taru, and Sinclair. Well, I love them all. Flanders is continuing to rack him up. But I want to see Philippou play some consistent games. Like, all well and good looking like a star against, had a good first half last week, sort of fell away against Richmond, but you do it against the best sides. I definitely think his best spot at the moment is just playing more forward than midfield. Oh, shit. Sinclair drops it. Oh, shit. Shite. Got out of danger there, thankfully. Caminiti is shit. Yeah, well, ideally he wouldn't be playing in that role. But who else have we got? He's competed pretty well today. He's just, as I said it before, he's unreliable. And he's just not giving us enough good looks. Philippou, nice. Nice. Oh, almost Hill. That just kept running on. I think I saw a stat somewhere that Philippou, was he ranked #1 for kicks inside 50 for scores generated? So if that's the case, you would definitely want the ball more in his hands. He just needs to get the ball more. He doesn't average enough for the disposals. Chapman having enough unnecessary bounces, kicks it down the wing. And somehow a miss gets onto it, and Reed and free kick, okay. I haven't even checked why we got the free there, but I'll take it. Who wins it from here? I'm still saying Freo, but I'm happy that we're up for the fight here. We've got the ticker in this game early on, and we haven't conceded an early goal, because normally we concede early after we start well in the second quarter. I don't know why that's the case, but hopefully Ross Lyons addressed it. We 16 inside 50s. We're gonna get enough look inside 50, but let's just see how well the forwards work and how much of an output we can get from the midfield in terms of goals. Because I just don't trust Caminiti, Sharman, Henry to kick us a winning score. Who kicked the goal? Well, Hall's the only multiple goal scorer. Philippou, kick this, my friend. Kick it. Come on. Philippou on cue. And he loves it as well. And I must have given us an extra goal when I didn't know I did, but it doesn't really matter. I've got 31 for us. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Fuck. I said this. I said this against Adelaide. I should have gone to the game when we were up by 26 points. I said it against Gold Coast. I should have been at this game when we were up by 26 points. I now say it now, but we've started well in the second quarter, which I don't think in the Adelaide game. I think in the Adelaide game, Adelaide had 9 consecutive goals in a row. Who was playing 65% time on ground, but has increased 80% of. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But he needs to just still be able to find a bit more of the footy. But he's not going to be the player to get 30, right? But consistently get 20 to 25 and a goal or two would be great. And he could be sort of that like Jordan De Goey type in a way. And a miss marks on the lead. What's he calling for, mate? Windhager's very quiet. I haven't really checked this. I haven't seen him a huge amount in this game. Well, he's had 7 disposals. In this game, 7 disposals, 3 tackles. But to me, sometimes Windhager goes a little unnoticed because he does he doesn't do the pretty stuff. A miss kicks it. I do think a miss is going to have a field day. I think he's going to be the one that gets let off the leash, unfortunately. I'm just happy that we did get those 2 goals in a row there, just so we just have a little bit more breathing space on the scoreboard. I hope half-time we're within at least a kick, but hopefully in front. I hope it's not like Freo just go on a bang, 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 bang run and kick 4 goals quickly. Have you started your gather round vlog excited to watch it? Not really. I haven't really. Well, I've put all the footage together. There's bits and pieces I'm not really too happy with, but I know that if I put it together and actually edit it well, it'll obviously be an enjoyable watch. But yeah, there are more reasons than just the one that I haven't started the video yet. But I have the footage together. In fact, someone's got my footage from Wednesday, so if I don't get that back, I'll be pissed off. Freya's still cheering. Down by 7 points. They know that we're a threat. Henry, Wilson, being better with his strength around the contest to like break through the tackles, which is good to see. Hill, just stay at him, mate. This will be huge for the Swans as well. Yeah, I said it. I think I said it before. This will help Sydney. They'll stay on top no matter what. I think. That's almost high there on Carroll. Oh, shit. Dudley takes the footy from the turnover. Frederick, put the pressure on, please. Oh, he's kicked it out in the full. Erasmus, I think it was. And that bloke in the crowd will not be happy with that. Yeah, I'm no fan of the Friday doubleheaders either, to be perfectly honest. I don't think there are heaps of fans that are, but financially I can understand. I semi-understand why, but I think it's just more of the fact that like fans love to attend Friday night footy games, so that you want to maximize the amount of games you have. I think because like last year they didn't go so tight on the Friday night doubleheader. They only had like a handful, but they've just slowly every year seems to be more and more. I hope it doesn't become a permanent thing where it's like Thursday nights where it's every week, because it's like Friday night. It should be a quality enough game that it deserves its own slot, and you can watch that game from start to finish. If it's a shit game, so be it. I'd rather the extra game on Sunday or the extra game on Saturday. Or even a Monday night game. I'd almost rather that. Oh, shit. Oh, shite. Amos gets a free for that? It's not as bad of a call as the last one, but I'm still not very happy with that. Who are you going for? I'm actually going for West Coast. I want West Coast to beat Collingwood, and it'd be hilarious. It'd be so funny if they win. Collingwood prepared for this game like it was their grand final. They spent like, I understand what an achievement it is, and congratulations to Pendlebury and all, but far out to be fucking hilarious. A miss has kicked it. He's not going to miss tonight, isn't he? Ironically enough, a miss isn't going to miss, and he's already kicked 3 goals. Yeah, what's that now? That's second goal, third goal from free kicks. They're getting looked after. Maybe it's because of all the times that we've supposedly been looked after. Like, every single freaking game, apart from the Port Adelaide one, every single game interstate, we've been fucked by the umps. Yeah, miss. If he kicks like 6 goals, we're not winning the game. So we have to put just more of a focus on like not letting him get so much free flight of the footy. We need the response because they've kicked 2 quick ones. And if we like, the thing is, you concede 4 or 5 goals in a row to the best sides in the comp like Freo, you're doing yourself almost no favors at all to win. That might be the difference in the game right there. Oh, it's hung in there in the air for a bit. Hill with a turnover. Nice work on Wagner there. Philippou. He can run. He may as well. He could go for home. Kick the goal. Sharman. Oh, he's fumbled it. Last minute. Wood off the ground. Misses. I would be obviously stoked if we won, but it was like a shot after the siren and Peterborough kicked it. I'd still be happy. Well, yeah, deep down, perhaps I wouldn't be, even if I was a West Coast fan, knew that there was no hope for the season to make it up the ladder or anything. I'd still be fucking pissed off, to be honest. Obviously, you respect the bloke, but you'd still have more negative emotions and positive emotions in the moment. Well, Sarong being out basically has given us a one-up in the midfield. Like, we're winning first ball most of the time. He's just that player that goes in and under. And remember we tagged him out the game last year in the round 9 matchup against you guys when we won by like 60 points. So we don't have to, like, we wouldn't probably have tagged him in the first place, but we don't have to worry about that again. This is dangerous. Jordan Clark, he's cut us up last year. Look at the far out. Murphy Reid. Don't be a free. Oh, it's not going to be a free kick. All of their goals have been from their keys. Every goal has been from a key. Voss kicks it. They're 3 in a row now, the Dockers. They're in front. And this is what I was fearing. Wilkie just sort of shut himself there in a way. Can't believe Richmond is winning. Let's go Tigers with the ups. I can believe it. Essendon are that average, if you can even call it average. Yeah, Voss did well to stand his ground. So he's kicked 2 and missed 3. Tracy 1. If they didn't have any of their keys playing, might have been a different game. 4 points. It's been for neutral. I think they've had a good quarter and a half of footy so far in terms of enjoyment. Hopefully, it can last that way. I obviously want to win the game, but I also wouldn't mind an exciting, high quality game of footy. It'd be good, probably good for our reputation in a way as well. Saints with Ross Lyon don't particularly have the greatest reputation for the better quality games of footy normally. But yeah, no, Freo are starting to really lift now. I'm starting to worry a little bit. I'm pretty confident though that we'll find something. We've got to find something soon though. Fremantle are starting to use the ball better. Look at this, in and out. Tracy. Essendon lose. Brad Scott go. Well, I said the same thing. That is that not out in the full? Fuck, it was line ball. Yeah, Voss is on fire. He's kicked, I think, this could be for 3 of the last 4 goals. And it'll be Voss that has kicked all of them. For Freo, at least. Don't let him get much of a meterage. He screwed that. Thankfully marked. Would have been annoying if it was a Fremantle player that marked that. And we get a 50-minute penalty, so it's worth a kick. Thankfully. Who was that against? Was it Mason Cox? Has been so shit. Good. Mason Wood has done very well for his return game. Marked. I think that's his 3rd contested mark. Kicked a goal and he's just looked lively. Oh, that's deliberate, isn't it? It's deliberate. Well, yeah, there was no real pressure. I know the Freo fans are going to hate it, but they'd say if it went the other way, they'd be complaining against it. So it's unlucky. I'd be pissed if I was in the other position. But Philippe kicked a second goal. I'm not complaining about that. And that if you want to say that's a shit call, well, look at that first quarter with the Wilkie decision on who was it? Was it Tracy? Forgot one of their key forwards. That one was way worse. Which one was worse, that one or the one last night? Yeah, it's stiff. Because sometimes they say, oh, well, you know, the players are too afraid of not conceding when they probably could concede. And that's one of those situations where the player didn't know and he didn't know what to do and assumed, well, I'm sure if I concede here, I'll be fine. So, look, you take the goals any way you can. I think we're even now. We're even. I'll go if I get a ticket, but I'm not too fussed, Jesse, but seeing all of the build up and hype, I kind of want to go. So I might try to see if I can get one. I might put up a little thing, but no, they're in that high. Philippines having a blinder quarter. They're in that high demand, the tickets to the to that game, that who's just going to have a spare one and just give it to me? Obviously, I'd pay for it, but regardless, I'd probably rather go to the Geelong-Sydney game. Less worries and, you know, two top four clubs. You actually see these two sides later on in the year, not the bottom feeders and the Pies and the Eagles. I reckon North Melbourne respond. I reckon we win, as Suns are never good at. Well, I don't know what their stats are or what their record is from a return flight from Darwin. So you might have a little bit of fortune going your way there. But Gold Coast is sort of building into the season. I just expect them to be more mature in the game there, and I think they should win. But North will be expectedly in the game for basically all 4 quarters because they've been red hot at Marvel. So I wouldn't want to play North Melbourne at Marvel. So 7 minutes to go. Saints lead it by 2 points. We've done well to get that goal back. Fortunately, yes, but regardless, very important. Because now the game's sort of gotten back more onto our terms. We've been getting a few of these repeated inside 50s. And I'll tell you what, our pressure, we've been able to lock it in the 50 quite well. Look at that. Another unforced error there. And look at that. It's going to be a ball up. That BJ guy's been spamming all stream. I reckon North is going to win tomorrow. Well, they might. That could be a game. Throw. I reckon a lot of there are so many calls that don't get paid that are actually throws that the better players sometimes disguise. Like normally the stars of the comp get away with a lot of them, but then you've got instances like that where that wasn't I don't think that was a throw. Just based on Max Hall's reaction. That deliberate rush behind was fair enough. Yeah, it was stiff, but I would rather that not be paid, to be completely honest. Like consistently along the across the course of the season, I would rather that not be paid. But end of the day, he didn't really have that much pressure, and I think it was a similar decision a while back with Jared McVeigh. Pretty similar, although that was probably worse because of the conditions. Yeah, Hill knows this ground well. Philippu's had a monster quarter. 2 goals, 4 or so marks, and he's just been setting all the plays up. He's been everywhere. Hall, Sinclair, Skyball. Probably almost benefits us, to be honest. Oh, great mark. Wood. Mason Wood. Mason Wood. Jeez, he's lifted when we needed him to. Thing with Fremantle as well, there's 6 goals won. So we could have easily been a bit more fortunate if they would have missed a few of their shots. A miss has been dead-eye accurate. Come on, Wood. He's a pretty reliable set shot for goal, and he's put it through. He got it. So this has been a good response after Fremantle really got on top of the game. 8-point margin now. We've actually we've actually scored more this quarter than Freo have, weirdly enough. It hasn't felt that way. Mason Wood. Mason Wood. I miss chanting that at the footy. Hopefully they're blasting that out right now in the stands. That's a huge contested mark though. So he's kicked 2 goals, Mason Wood. We've had good distribution of goal kickers. Wood with 2, Philippou 2, Hall with 2, Henry 1. So no goals from the 2 key forwards. Oh, free kick. They're gonna. Oh, they played bloody advantage there. I didn't think the players were paying too much attention. And Amos. Oh, he's so dangerous right now. Check out the Collector's Lab. It's my YouTube channel. Yeah, could give it a watch. Oh, too much space there. Giving a Brayshaw. He goes back. McVee. Should be cut off there. Jackson. Swakowski. He's had a pretty good year, Swakowski. He's always a dangerous player you want to stop. Always on the move. Wood on the comeback. Good for Charlie Banfield last round, but Mason Wood still got I5 in him. I'm not sure if Charlie Banfield holds his spot after today. He's been all right, but he just probably gets oh shit. Mate, I don't know why Howard does that. He just puts his opponent, he puts his teammate under pressure with those kicks. But I think, yeah, other players coming back to the side will get a look over him. Tracy, well, I don't know how many marks inside 50 they've had the Dockers, but it feels like they've had 7 or 8 at least. In the kindest way, I hope you lose. Forever Fremantle. You can afford to lose though. You'd rather see the Saints you'd rather the Saints be in the 8 than some of these other clubs that probably are more threatening. So I'd probably let us win this game. Missed it. Luckily. All right, well, they're human. They can miss, which is a positive. Oh, careful. Not bad, that, actually. Carroll did okay to get it forward. Come back. I'll be really frustrated if we don't hold on to this lead from this point onwards. I'll be really, really frustrated. But Freo, I think, are a good red time side. Essendon are shit. I think that game might be one of the lowest quality games of footy currently going on right now from what I've been hearing from my mates and shit. Essendon, Richmond, the 2 occasions last year were probably the top 2 of the top 10 worst games, especially the second one. This feels like, I haven't seen a second of it yet, but from what I've been hearing and all that, from what the scores are looking like, could be up there with just about as bad of a game. Oh, bloody. I haven't checked fantasy for this game. I'm not really too focused on fantasy when the Saints are playing, but Bolton has good for the sake of the contest that he hasn't really been too influential, but he's leaving a lot of points out there on the table. I tell you what, 25, pretty shit. Oh, speaking of pretty shit, missed the footy. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Good stuff, Flanders. Well, I'd love to hear the press. If they do lose the Bombers, it'd be great viewing to hear what Brad Scott has to say in the press conference, wouldn't it? Jackson starting to really become a factor, Jackson, in the last 5 minutes. Mick Lloyd, you've got keyboard that might be, your keyboard might be broken, or you're an idiot. Or well, Wilkie couldn't hold on to it. Could that come back to bite us, perhaps? They still haven't found a goal from a non-key forward, the Dockers. Frederick, he'll get into the game. He'll kick this. That's his bread and butter. That's just what he does. Which is frustrating as well because Wilkie normally takes those. He just lost it, dropped it, and Frederick found a bit of space. And it's annoying that it's another real late goal conceded in the quarter. But if you would have now touch wood with lead. If you would have told me we'd be up by a point at quarter time, I'm definitely taking that. How many times have Fremantle been trailing at halftime at Optus this year? As TDK scored, I haven't really seen him in the forward line that much. Marshall's obviously been. Well, Marshall's had a really good game actually, but Marshall's been resting more on the forward line. So more like 60-40 normally. Oh, Jackson. Thankfully didn't do anything with that. I love when Hall's in the middle. He just gives us just so much more. Just another dynamic. All right, we'll lead at halftime, unless Howard does something really dumb, but I assume he's just going to chip it. He will. To Sinclair, who I'm happy with a mark and a kick there. He'll go to 50. Flanders is on 74 fantasy points. Well, he's been doing everything work rate-wise, tackling and gathering 14 possessions on his own. That's the halftime siren, and it's a 1-point game, so strap yourselves in for what is going to be a big second half. I think it's the closest it's been at a halftime break that I can remember in a while of games I've streamed. Certainly St Kilda games, because I think the Suns game, it was 9 points. And Adelaide got a real ascendancy on the scoreboard in that second quarter. I think they ended up leading that game by like a couple goals at halftime. I might be wrong though. TDK is probably the worst pickup for the cost out. No, he's been unfairly criticised just because of the salary. I think he's definitely worked his way well into the season. It's not worth what he was brought in for, but I don't think he's been the worst pickup. He's made our team better. 100%. All right, let's put on Richmond Essendon. How bad is this game then? Like, really, how bad can it be? I so desperately love that Essendon Guernsey. So nice. You know, if this game ends up being really close late, I wonder if I'll have the two games on at the same time. I want Richmond to win, though. I don't care too much if I get this tip wrong either. I really don't want to see the Bombers win this game. It'd be hilarious. It's kind of like with Carlton. You're cheering for them to fuck up. 2-goal margin at Hart 3/4. I don't like how now we have to wait for 2 breaks. As soon as I switch it over, I can't actually catch a break at all. Whenever something important happens, my screen glitches out. Mate, I think there are spies in your house just watching your every move, going, "Ooh, we'll just play with your system just to screw you over." That's a bit weird. Geelong v Swans will be the best game of the round. Come back to me when I'm right. It'll be the most entertaining game of the round, I reckon. But I don't know. Right now, the Free St Kilda game has every possibility of being the best game of the round so far. It's been a good start. Hawthorn Adelaide, I didn't think was too bad. It was a weird one though, wasn't it? What did we make of that Hawthorn v Adelaide game? It was Hawthorn didn't give me too many convincing reasons that they're going to be that good from a performance like that. It was sort of like both sides sort of nullified themselves, but Hawthorn were the better team. But I thought they could have easily put the game to bed in that last quarter. They sort of played to save it. So I was surprised Adelaide got back into it. But Adelaide, after quarter time, they looked really disconnected, disjoint. They didn't score for like 2 quarters, I think, the Crows at one stage. Max Hall's kicked 3. You know, he's not quite. He's kicked the 2, but he's been one of our best, 100%. So I'll read off the goal kickers. Miss with 3, Wood 2, Voss, Philippou, Hall with 2, Tracy, Henry, and Frederick with a 1. So it's been pretty even. I'll check the stats and read them out to see what they're looking like. Fremantle, more disposals, but they got a lot more through the half backers. How many has Clark got? Just the 9. So we've done well to limit his impact. Hey, Sammy. That's bizarre having 2 breaks almost the same. It's just it's annoying fixturing, isn't it? Like if you're going to have double headers, you'd want the 2 games to be played at different times so that they line up, not clashing with the breaks. But I don't know, they clearly don't prioritize that. And is this the 8:30 p.m. start? Is it the latest ever start to a game in history, or the equal latest? I can't remember any other game starting later. I wonder if Studi's calling the Richmond game match fixing. I don't know, probably. I haven't been watching the game. I'll get a chance to watch maybe 10 minutes here, and if it becomes close, I am going to be hate watch. Oh, I'm already hate watching Essendon. Who do I think is going to be the granny from this point onwards? I'm not going to completely write off Brisbane. Like it's still at round 10, so you sort of just, if you think they have the credentials to be in that position from where you had them at the start of the year, and they're not like sitting out to the bottom 8. I think any side in the top 8 could still probably face off in the grand final, but I think there are probably only 4 or 5 realistic premiership contenders, maybe 6. I'd probably have. I actually wouldn't mind a Fremantle Geelong grand final, to be honest. I think that could very well happen. I'd rather not see Brisbane in again. I'd like to see some new teams. So Fremantle would be nice to see, and obviously Gold Coast would be cool, but I don't think this is going to be the year yet. But I do think Fremantle, if they finish top 2, I think they've got the maturity in the final series to and use that home crowd advantage to really set them up for a nice couple of wins to head into a grand final. And then whether they win it or not, I think Geelong actually have a good, because I don't still know about Hawthorn. I think they're going to linger around. It all relies on the health of their best players, I think, for Hawthorn. But I think they're going to linger around the mark of the 6. They'll finish top 6, I still think, but they might finish just outside. 2 Friday night games, but they have to line up. Yeah, well, that's definitely tolerable. It was better the Port Bulldogs game I watched because at halftime I actually got to watch the Brisbane Carlton game for a bit, and they got to see the finish at 3/4 time. But I think I don't know why the game started at 7:45 tonight. Was there a particular reason for that? Normally the 7:40 starts. Is it because of the ceremony? I don't know why. Is it to screw around the fans? I thought they wanted earlier start times to Friday night footy games. They should be earlier. Why is this game not at like 7:10? So then at halftime of Freo St Kilda, that's when the Richmond Essendon game finishes. So you can move on to the second half. Fuck the Lions. They have enough premierships since 2001. Yeah, and they become a little bit cocky and arrogant, that Brisbane team. I'm starting to be a little sick of them myself as well. But there are other sides I don't like a lot more than Brisbane, so I can let them off. Like Brisbane Collingwood last year in the prelim, I was barracking that hard against the Pies, so yeah, I'm wasn't disappointed watching that game at all. Although I did want Geelong to beat Brisbane in the granny for a few reasons. Freo never lose close games. It feels like well, yeah, our record in close games this year has been a little bit hit or miss as well. That Adelaide game, but it didn't really feel like we were on top at all in the last quarter. We were sort of chasing behind. I don't think we hit the lead, and then the Giants game didn't feel like it should have been close, but they kicked some late ones. But if you count the first 2 games of the year close, we lost those. So yeah, Freo definitely have the advantage, but I don't think it's going to mean much. How many close games have they played in the Dockers? They beat Adelaide, Collingwood, and the Bulldogs, I guess. Last year they've. I'm checking that. When was the last time they lost at home? I'm just checking. Besides the final. Oh, it was Brisbane. But I almost don't count that because they're playing the premiership team. What about their last loss besides that? It was Collingwood. But they were top of the ladder then as well. When was the last time it opted? So they haven't lost against a side that wasn't top or in a final or like a premiership team in the last 2 years since they were actually became a genuine side. How's St Kilda holding up against Freo? Well, because I think we can actually stack it up against the best sides. This isn't that surprising. It's almost maybe because of the outs that we had, it's a little surprising, but it's not that surprising. This is something that I thought we were possibly capable of. But Freo haven't played at their best yet. Just a few of their plays really carrying them in this first half. Latest start for a game is 9:10. What game? I don't believe that. Because that maybe, but maybe that could be the latest finish for a game. Could be like 11:30 because of I think a lightning delay once caused a game to finish that late. But 9:10, you can't start a game that late. Because then the post game would be finishing at like 1:30, and if they're doing post game in Victoria, good luck. Very surprised you're not out west. Well, I didn't go to Darwin, I didn't go to Adelaide, I didn't go to Sydney this year. I'm just saving a bit of coin. And there are a couple other reasons as well why I didn't go, but I'm going to Sydney. I said I was considering it, but I didn't have anyone to go to with, and I wasn't really up for a solo trip. I've done enough of them. Maybe next year I'll do more, but done enough of them this year. So unless I have no one to go with to a later game in the year, if we play in a final, and I'm happy with staying here. Dan Garage loves Wharfie time. Dander's footy was huge before before any, like in 2023, 2024. He's just continued growing. So it's got these. He didn't take off this year. He's already taken off before that. Can you give me $10 because I'm subscribed? No, because if I gave $10 to everyone that was subscribed, the house would be. Well, we'd have to sell the house, wouldn't we? Ugly Dreamtime game. As expected. What is it? 13 points. Shit game. Low scoring. Could get my big call right. Watch Channel 7 coverage of Freo v St Kilda exclusive in WA. Well, it's a good thing, right? You don't want to be exposed to this garbage game of footy. Dreamtime of the G's overrated anyways. And when I was there, I didn't even get to see what was probably what everyone wants to see when they're at the game, the actual pre-game stuff, because that is very cool. That is extremely cool. What do you mean Freo by 50? We aren't going to... I guarantee you the game will be in the balance until the last 5 to 10 minutes. I'm very, very confident that we could be seeing a Wharfie time again, which I'm not looking forward to, because that hasn't ended well for us in recent memory. But I'm very confident that we're going to get a Wharfie time, because that's, I think, within 2-goal margin either way. That's when they play it. The fact that we withstood the Dockers in that quarter when they were really surging is positive, and we're in front. And I wanted to check actually if the Dockers had trailed. How many times they've trailed at half time? I think they trailed against the Hawks, but checking right now. They were only up by 6 points against Rich, but they played terrible, and the conditions were shocking in that game as well. They didn't even play that well in the second, and they scored 25 behinds. The Dreamtime game might have the least amount of Indigenous players in this round too. I wonder if they brought in Jade Gresham just to boost up the number of Indigenous players playing for the game. And you wouldn't think that he's Indigenous just looking at him either. It's frustrating. It'd be frustrating for the players that get to that miss out, because this is one of those games for the Indigenous players that they mark down on their calendar that they want to be a part of and play in. The real Dreamtime game should be Freo Saints. Although, actually, we have a couple Indigenous players not playing ourselves, but they've got a few Indigenous players, the Dockers, and so do we still. Yeah, we're definitely improving. I'm glad that we've taken up to the best side, just about. Are Freo the best side in the comp? We'll find out later in the other year if that's the case, but right now they're in the top 2 seed. And I think if we can get a couple troops back, not get any injuries, and... Oh, what is that? Steely Green, Bolter. Can Steely Green... Oh, he's almost kicked a ripper. That was almost one of the best goals I've ever seen. How long is it till the second half of the Freo Saints game? Because I don't want to be watching this abomination if that game's on. Yeah, that should be a Freo, actually. Isn't that not sliding below the knees? Or is it not a thing if it's in the defensive 50 when they're trying to stop a goal? Is that like actually a rule? Because it would just be... Wouldn't make any sense. Defeat the purpose of putting the rule in place in the first place if it's not consistent. Has Archie Roberts actually racked up the footy? I think I have him as a... Shit, do I have him? I reckon I've forgotten to change my captains and all that stuff. This doesn't seem like the sort of game Roberts would really get that many cheapies in anyways. Oh, yeah, he's Nah, not the game. I don't have him as captain though. But I think he's a VC. And he's not. I'm not taking his score, I don't reckon. Gresham's the only Indigenous player. Fuck, so that could genuinely be why he got brought. I'm sure not the only reason, but a part of a reason why. Too many injuries tonight. It's an under-strength Freo. It's more of an under-strength St Kilda than an under-strength Freo. Sarong, Pearson, Young are three of their best 6 or 8 plays. But I think we've got no Naz. And I'm still going to include Max King. He's still in our best team and one of our best when he's on. No Higgins and Owens. He's definitely one of our better players in the team when he's on. So I think it probably evens itself out. No, I'm not that dumb to have him as a captain. I think I had him as VC. Well, I did. Richmond are going to win this game, I reckon. Hopefully they do. And the thing is, everyone's going to be watching the ending of that game when the third quarter's on, because you're not watching a third quarter when you could watch the finish of a possible thriller. So the chat's going to be weird in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Nick Foot is trying his best to even out the free kicks he gave to St Kilda the last time he umpired our game. He should have been suspended for the rest of the year, Nick Foot, to be completely honest, with what his deal with sports bet and all that shit. Richmond up by 14 points. So they haven't actually troubled the scoreboard, the Bombers. And Parrish is on the bench. I don't know what's happening with him. Is he just changing a jumper? Actually, why would he be changing his jumper? I don't know. Might have got ripped. I didn't quite catch what happened. What about Morris Rioli Jr.? Well, he's obviously injured. Yeah, he'd be one of those players. But how many Indigenous players do Richmond have on their team in the first place? Why aren't you watching the other game? Look, if I don't know what you're talking about. I'm literally watching the game that's currently on whilst the Freo game's at half time, which I think now it might be back to the second half. I was just wanting to catch the game for a little bit to see what was up. All right, if it gets close, I'll perhaps tune back in for a little bit, but I really don't care that much. I've got more of an interest in this game, clearly. And Free win the clearance pretty easily there. And Howard drops a sitter. And my internet's cooked it. Howard almost conceded an early goal there. Very lucky. Not a good start. Yeah. Freo absolutely ruthless there. Yep, thanks for reminding me that the second half has begun. Absolutely ruthless there, the Dockers. Spokowski shouldn't miss this. I'll be shocked if he does. All right, need to respond. We need to respond. We can't let Freo get a few more goals in front. I think that could be the first... is that the first time they've led all game? Or they may have been in front a little earlier in the second quarter. Okay. We haven't let the lead blow out to more than 4 points. Yeah, Ronnie Burns' mistake there. But the thing is, Rossline loves him, so he probably still stays in the side. Oh, we get a freak. Don't bloody give it back. Please don't do anything stupid here. Oh, well, that missed everyone, that kick. Philippou, clean pick up. Oh, he should just get rid of it earlier, though. Not a free kick. I'll be the judge of whether or not this is a free kick. You know what? Voss is a grub anyway, so he probably deserves a free or two against every game. That's probably what he averages, so it's probably just doing what he does every week. Tracy covers a lot of the ground. He's got a... Whoa, that's not a good kick. Luckily, he's got space there, Cox, for Freo's sake. We should cover that. Ronnie Burns, solid. Good work, recovered. 50 plays 45. Just got to hang in this game, don't we, for the next 2 quarters. Do what we did in the first half, and I think we win. Nice tackle, Hall. Bolton, he's a poor man's Max Hall. But we don't know how to find a target, though. It's gonna just favour Brennan Cox every day of the week. Kicks like that. Come on, Heaney. I don't know what you're on about, mate. By the way, I think Heaney's going to have a quiet game tomorrow because Mullen's got the tag. I hope he doesn't. But if he's got the Mullen tag, good luck. Burns gets held without it. Hall. Wilson. Nice. Nice stuff, Wilson. He's going to be a star. You know what? We like the chaos ball in the 50 because it actually ends up all right for us. And Hill kicks it, and we get one back and we're in front. A lot of lead changes. Tell you what, that's like 5 or 6 in the last quarter. I hope the Swans win, though, to keep top spot. Well, I hope for us to win, because if we win, it won't matter. You'll keep top spot anyways. Obviously, you still want to win, but... Yeah, Brennan Cox fumbled that. Cam made a good handball, and Hill finishes the job. And he's all class there. Wilson really set that one up. Just kept on running. Fuck, this would be a big win. Oh, I would be so bloody pumped. I'd be up all night, really. Really sets our season up. If we can win a game like this against the best side away from home just about with no forward line. Hall. No one was there to help him out. Bolton to Frederick. Oh, is that one too many handballs perhaps? I think it is. I'm okay with them doing this, to be honest. Although I'm not happy with these high. Whenever they kick the ball high in the 50, they just have the height. I don't mind DeConing back, actually. Swakowski, nice smother. Sinclair, get rid of it. Lock it in. Why the fuck did G'day translate to good day? I just thought that was your new catchphrase. I didn't think much of it. Well, not catchphrase. I thought you just felt like saying good day. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that, chappy. But good to see you in the stream. It's just not working for us. We can't seem to get it out of the forward 50. Freo's forward 50. Here's a go. Can we get a look at this now? Silvani. Winhager does that really well. Wilson. Tell you what, he's been good. But that's a shit handball from Stocker, and he knows it. Oh, Rasmus, can he finish? He does. That's a fine finish. This game has had a lot of highlights, I tell you what. It's fucking disappointing. That Stocker handball. We were out there. Glad they never released the stats from the carry. Thankfully, Champion Data wasn't there watching the game. No, the games where they do stats in, I actually play half decent. The games where they don't record stats, I play shit. Thankfully, although I don't think I played. I was told from people that watched me play that I didn't play too badly, but I guess for my lack of preparation, I played as expected as I would have. So I'm happy, I guess. Yeah, I'm heading, Sarah. Of course. I reckon I had 7 touches and 4 of them were on for kickouts. What? Your disposal efficiency wouldn't have been too much higher than probably 25%. My disposal efficiency was, I think, above 50. But I was quite fumbly. Very fumbly with the footy. Nice O'Connell. McRae lowers the eyes and he finds Sharman on the lead. Ooh, bit lucky that we got the mark there, but he probably held on to it for long enough, so I'm happy with that. Was that game a uni project? No, it wasn't a uni project. It was for, who reckons it was a uni project? Where'd you read that, or do you assuming because it was at a uni? Well, if it was a uni project, I'd give him high marks because it was a great event for the most part, set up by Ryder and a couple of his mates. Sharman hasn't had his night, hasn't he? Lucky for Cooper to get that pay. Well, you've got to earn those opportunities and actually make the opposition pay. These are those moments now where Fremantle are just going to start feeling more confident and things are just going to start going their way a little bit more. And we can't afford to be missing 50-50 shots on goal like that. The Bombers still having trouble to scoreboard in the other game. That guy's dreadful for Essendon. You could have at least rocked up on top. Yeah, well, I should have just known that the traffic, I should have given an extra hour of time for traffic. I'd tell you, traffic did actually eat up probably 50 to an hour minutes wise. So I could have actually rocked up after the game started. That would have been a bit of a train wreck. Teams love controlling the footy against us, don't they? Oh, to Jackson territory. He's always a real threat in the aerial contest. I still feel like Fremantle are just going to win this game. They'll just have more key moments late. I think we're starting to fall just a little bit behind now. The pace of it. Read your own chat, mate. Well, it's a shit chat with you guys just talking garbage, really. I'm reading the proper comments, to be honest. Like, you just say, I got to tell you something. Just say it. Like, why people, like, this isn't like a deep emotional chat on a personal level. Like, you're on a live stream, just say it. Like, even if I say no, you can still say it anyways. You can choose to ignore. Shit, it is 52. I swear if that was what that person was trying to tell me, like, mate, just fucking say it. Oh, thankfully dropped that. Dudley. Oh, it's not a free kick, is it? Oh, that's so bullshit. That's so bullshit. That is so bullshit. The whistle was blown. Was our video a 10 out of 10? Did it not perform well? I don't... you know what? I'm just expecting every video to put out to be shit. And if you've got low expectations, I tell you what, then you can't be as disappointed. Probably was. I have not checked my YouTube analytics all year. Oh, actually, no. Well, I have, but like barely. So if that ball didn't go through for a goal, right, would that have been a point, or they just given the ball back to the player that took the mark? Because if that's the case, that's bullshit. Yeah, we've the game's sort of like been let go thanks to the umpires that are just sort of ruining what's been a real entertaining contest. Tomorrow's my official retirement from. I could be going to that game. I'm not sure yet. I don't particularly like going to Geelong. Should be a free kick. Should have been a free kick. Okay, MR Bix, seriously. All you're contributing is just, oh, it's this score, it's that score. We cannot get it past our half. We have a final episode. Wait, so you knew that before you made that post, or what? Or did you purposely concuss yourself for the Ripper and Fipper final episode? Or was that just unplanned? Nice stuff, Stocker. Jeez, we've got to be really mentally tough in the next quarter and a half. I feel like the backs against the wall at the moment. I think the Richmond game's pretty much done and dusted as well. Or Silvani, that's risky. Come on, Banfield. Get into it, mate. It'll be free kick to us. Apparently it was touched. Okay, well then that makes more sense if you're in this second week of protocols. Yeah, Lockie says they don't lose a game for the rest of the year. Can't take anything he has to say for certain at all. It's become a bit of a scrap here. I don't know if we like this. Maybe we do. We're actually a good stoppage side. Good stuff, Garcia. Force the error there. Philippou. Chaos ball we like. Burns, get rid of it. Did okay there, but they're going to get out a little too easily. They got a little lucky there. Good stuff, Caminiti. Wait, so why is Caminiti playing in the back now? Do we have a player out or what? Who the fuck is out? Oh my God, Henry. Drops it. He's made a couple of mistakes in this game already. Jesus Christ, this is annoying. Why would you kick it to 4 Fremantle plays? Yeah, everything's just going against us at the moment. I know, but we never got to see the grand final episode, Chappie. What happened to that? 40 minutes of content, or probably more than that, and all thrown down the drain. That has to be trip. How is that not a trip? Oh my God. Fucking hell. If anyone's watching this game, surely you can understand the frustration levels at the moment. That's as obvious a trip as you're going to get. How did the umpire not see that? All right, well, thankfully Cox gives one away there. Dougal Howard's on the sideline. Someone said before that they actually rather Dougal Howard not play and be injured. I still think he's been all right. He definitely had his work cut out for in the first half, but I still think we're better off with him in this game than not. I love footy, but is there a trip rule? Well, yeah, you can't just trip someone like that. Of course there is. Come on. Wilson. Could be ball. Could have been ball there. I think he may have got rid of it. Just get the ball. If we can find Hall and Garcia, the footy in their hands more, I think that's when we'll be more composed. It's only 63. I am tuning into the press conference when I get the chance to, probably after the game. Anyways, Mason Wood having a third shot here. A chance for his third goal. He's really repaid all of our expectations with this game. Heading back into the side. Only 3 goals from set shots as well compared to Fremantle. So they've definitely had more of an opportunity from set shots. Oh, what? Yeah, sorry. I keep screwing up the scores. Yeah, fair enough. I've done that like 3 times this quarter. It's a frustrating miss, though. He's a pretty reliable goal kicker as well. I had him sewn up to kick that, to be honest. That works. We have to kick a goal out of this pasture play. Just be a little bit more smart. Woods there. De Koning. We've got a little bit more height. Good tackling. Good tackling. Come on. Big opportunity here for the Saints. Dangerous in these areas. I'm actually looking at a Philippura. Where's Hall or Henry? You know, I tell you what, that kick could have worked if it was actually hit properly. Good bump. Far out. Good smother. This is what we did in the first quarter. It caused us goals from turnover, but fuck, they get it out. Tracy again. Be careful that guy spamming that you said had the wrong score strike again. I don't really care that much. Not sure if you haven't already realised, but you got the big call correct in the Tigs game. Oh yeah. Yeah, they ended up only scoring 74 points. Oh, he drops it, Cox. Bumped bloody Marshall out of it. Needs to mark this, Hill. Needs to mark it. Good work, Hill. You know, I'm just gonna start timing people out that do that. It's just it just doesn't make any sense. Why are people making this big cry for forgiveness when I don't give it? It's just don't be annoying in the chat. Like I don't like. I swear the average IQ of the chat that I have at times is like below my age. Like seriously. Shit, man. They're always looking likely when they've got so much height there, the Dockers. That's going to come back. How many? Four minutes to go in the quarter. Freo go inside again. Nice work. Banfield in his second game. That was composure. I don't know how we're going to find a way here. We're just going to have to hope we can win the ground ball and just get the ball to ground. Fiji. Well, probably some family holiday in the summer. When's the best time of year to go to Fiji? Like, it wouldn't matter. There are a couple of periods where there'll be blackouts, so you can't actually book the flights over those times. But 11 of the 12 months, it's all good. Great stuff, Banfield. The tackling, I tell you what, has not stopped. The players haven't stopped trying. Oh, that wasn't the kick. Should have just gone longer and find it. Just hopefully find a bloody Sharman or a... I don't know. Oh, out of position there, Silvani. Tracy marks. Hard kick, though, so I'd rather mark it there than more central towards goal. Darcy Parish won the bit. Really? I didn't know they give players that on Dreamtime the medal that lose the game. Well, he had 40 disposals in fairness. Well, 40 disposals that accounted for what? So thankfully Tracy misses. Let's just go into three-quarter time with this margin, and it's manageable. I don't know what the margin was last year. I think we were actually in front by a bit last year, so we did quite well to actually somehow be on top for a lot of that game. Let's go. Here's a chance. Much better. Much better. Much better. Good freaking eyes, and there we go. Henry kicks the goal. High fives the fans. He kicks the second goal, actually. This is what we wanted from Liam Henry. And I'm sure a lot of neutral fans watching this game wanted the Saints to kick that just so the game was right back and tight. 10:25, and it isn't even three-quarter time. Who would struggle to coach under 14s? Oh, Brad Scott. Well, he'd be under a lot of heat. I don't think he gets sacked yet, but I'll tell you what, the next 3 to 4 weeks is really telling on his career as a coach or his future, because they have West Coast, Carlton. If they lose all of those games, tell you what, he's out the door pretty quickly. I think the board will be pretty content with a decision like that. So it's a bonus that we got that goal, considering I honestly thought that Freo just kept on surging. But we finally get the scoreboard ticking along a little bit, and winning that clearance there, kicks it straight to Pierce. Oh, sorry, Cox. It's good ball movement though, Crom Magician, considering we struggled for a good portion of that quarter, and we just through Hall and some just good eyesight from Sharman and that inside 50, we got out the back. That is unlucky that wasn't out. Don't pay that fifth. Oh, Jesus fucking hell. That was a pretty stiff free kick in the first place, and just the 50-minute penalty hurts. Jesus Christ, like all on Amos, because I know how dangerous he is. Murphy Reid, he's missed it. He's hit the post. Set up for a big last quarter here. Let's see, do we go attacking mode or do we play defensive? It's a big risk to play attacking mode given the circumstances. I think we should just slow it down from here, to be honest. Don't concede another one. Go into... just take the goal. The 1 goal difference. Marshall. Hall. All right, we can go now. On the outside, Wilson. Oh, that was a shocking kick. Tell you what, we're lucky Pierce isn't playing for them either, to be honest, because we'd be probably a couple goals worse of a side in this game. All right, I'll probably take that, but we probably need one of the best efforts from the whole team in this last quarter to get over the line, because I mean both sides look absolutely gassed, especially Fremantle. Look at that. The game's been all right. Happy to get that late goal just to give us something to look forward to in the last quarter, because Fremantle kept going really hard at the contest, but luckily couldn't put another goal through to make it a 3-goal margin. So 6 points. It's going to be big last quarter. Essendon bottom now. Oh, yeah, shit. They're the only side not to win at least 2 games. Fuck me. What game is the main focus to stream? You probably will get more of an interest from Collingwood fans if you stream the Collingwood West Coast game, I would say, if you make the Pendlebury milestone game a focus, I reckon. If you want views, I'd probably say that game. It's too bad both games overlap. You shouldn't get the Twilight games overlapping. Normally that would be a Saturday night overlap. G'day, Essendon footy. Yeah, well, pretty freaking pumped for this last quarter in a way, but also kind of nervous. But hey, we've as long as we don't leave anything out the tank, and we can basically go at them for as long as we can in this last quarter, then I'll be all right, even if we lose. Like we've been in every game that we've played this year at 3/4 time. So you couldn't say that about a lot of other years or a lot of other teams, to be honest. Most teams this season would have at least had a number of games at 3/4 time where the game's done. What a dog shit for me that was. Carroll threw it straight to him, not his problem. Yeah, well, the umpiring hasn't gotten any better, has it? How about that advantage call as well? With the Dudley bounce when the plays stopped. So, you know, they didn't expect the ball to get kicked down their way, yet somehow that's all clear from the umpire. But still, what is letting us down at times is kicking it to Fremantle's advantage in defence. The amount of times that Brennan Cox got a clear jump at it. We just look a lot more dangerous when the ball's in motion. It's probably how we're going to need to win this last quarter. Well, hopefully we can outrun them. Hopefully, we've still got a lot left in the tank as compared to Fremantle, because they did look pretty gassed out in that third quarter. That's exactly what I said. Like, they weren't going to accept the advantage, so it's like you can't have it both ways. But of course, for whoever paid the umpires in the Fremantle board, it clearly can go both ways. Still going to take an almighty effort, even if we do get out to a couple goal lead. Once Wolfie time comes around, you just know it's going to absolutely lift the crowd and the players. And $3.60 to win this game from this point onwards probably sounds about right, to be honest, because weren't we in a very similar position last year? We were actually in front. But like, fuck, I'd love to grab one of these wins in the next three. And this is we've got an opportunity. We're only down by 6 points. I really don't think if they kick the first goal, especially the first two goals, that we're gonna be able to overcome the real this real challenge, because I think we've got to just get it out the middle. I reckon play Hall Garcia and play Hall and Garcia in the middle. Put Winhager in there as well. That has to be our starting centre bounce midfield group, surely. Do the Saints need to do a half Hail Mary in the last? Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that stage. Yeah, it gets called. Look at that. Look at the players that stopped. Even Dudley stopped. Look, because he could have easily touched that as well. Well, it sets up for a great game. It would have set up for a great game regardless. Well, I say we got to get the ball into the hands of the players that actually know how to use it. All right, last quarter. It's going to be a free kick to Jackson, isn't it? No. No, it isn't. Let's just not waste this. Let's be really efficient. Let's look dangerous. Let's really shake the Fremantle. O'Connell was never going to kick that. Did you tip the Tigers? No, not many tip the Tigs. I just thought that surely if Essendon were half serious about where they're at as a club, they weren't going to drop that game. And it looked like they didn't even fire any shots in the last quarter. So yeah, that'd be ultra disappointing for an Essendon point of view. Oh, stick that. You got to stick that tackle. You have to stick that tackle, because look at that. It just releases Bolton. And it was a good kick, but Wilkie did even better there. Flanders. Garcia did quite well there, actually. Geez, we're a pretty tough side when we need to be. But Brennan Cox having a field day with the IMSET marks. Next goal is pretty important for us. Oh, even Wilkie's fumbling. Everyone's fumbling right now. Great stuff from Stocker. And yeah, you do not want to take that advantage. How long's Naz out for? I think he'll be back for the Sydney game. Hopefully he'll be back next week, but I think he'll be out for another week with a core calf. Certainly could be using him right now. Oh, we get a free kick through last disposal. That's fortunate. G'day, JGs. I assume you'd be watching this game right now, probably biting your fingernails. I still don't. Oh, so Dougal, yeah, he's out for the rest of the game. That's gonna. Well, plays around with the structure. We've got less tall options in the forward line now. Marshall better just, honestly, just Marshall, TDK, just stay there. We need that height. Here we go, Sinclair over the top to Wilson. He's got to put this through, and that's a great finish. What a finish from Darcy Wilson. The Saints regain the lead. Geez, we look dangerous when we're on like that. Scores from stoppage, scores from centre bounce. We're on top. Geez, it's exciting to watch when the ball's loose. Sharman, that was a good, yeah. Well, to be fair, that kick actually did not favour Marshall in any way, but Wilson took his chance. That's a great finish. Well, the fact that we've kicked the first goal now, I think we're really going to take it up to the Dockers for the entire quarter. Doesn't look like we're going to fade away anytime soon. De Koning is also looking like he's starting to lift. Garcia, just with brute force and aggression, trying his best to... Oh, look at this, though. They're out because we didn't have anyone stopping these running Freo players. O'Connell with a good tackle. Good stuff. Lock it in. Not an ounce of excitement from these commentators. There really never is when they commentate the games up in Perth. It always feels a little flat. I would assume a lot of people that are up would be watching this game now. And I said this was the better of the two games, but people didn't want to listen to me. Jackson marks it. No! I reckon that could have been knocked out of his hands, perhaps. He's going to do what he did against us last year, just the difference. Although it hasn't felt like he's been that much of a difference maker in this game, I think because of TDK, how he's sort of stopped the ruck dominance, him and Marshall. Normally has ice in his veins. He's missed it. He's missed it. Look at that, 66 apiece. Reminds me of a few games against Collingwood, their scoreline. Close to it, at least. Jackson's just been everywhere. Jackson has been everywhere. He's going to get another disposal. He could get it back. Oh. Caminiti. I'm not quite sure if that matchup on Tracy is going to be a good one. Massive chance for Fiji. They've just got too many bloody guns that when they need a lift, they lift. That I'm still not confident that we're going to hold on. Tracy, he's missed a couple actually, so hopefully he continues that. Should kick it from here, I would have thought. It seems like they are normally pretty accurate when they need to be, Fremantle. I just feels that way, which is frustrating. Well, what was it? Goal at 3/4 time. Looks like no damage has been done on the scoreboard. But Fremantle did that a little too easily, didn't they? Good lead from Tracy. Caminiti lost position. It's a good matchup for Tracy if he came over only in the tight contest. Only JSOS is good against Leeds. No, that's exactly right. He's had 10 marks. He's been everywhere. Would hate. Oh, it's been given a fucking Jackson. I do not like that rule at all. Marshall drops it. Just got to flood numbers back. We have to, right? I don't mind just locking it in like that. Don't give Fremantle, don't give Dudley or Swakowski or any of these dangerous plays in the stoppage any free space. So good look at it. It's going to be like this is what it was like for a lot of the third quarter. They're just going to keep re-entering the footy back in their 50. And eventually, it's going to work for them. They're going to score, right? Especially when we're spoiling each other. And somehow kept the... No, that's out. It's been a good game. You are right. It looked like we were just slightly on top in the first half, but it looks like Fremantle have just been for a little longer and just a bit more ahead in this game, just controlling the tempo. Thankfully, though, a miss hasn't really been too influential in this second half. He's sort of quieted down a little bit, but Tracy's the one that's really been the one causing us headaches. Well, it will be probably the biggest win we've had as a club in a number of years for sure. Oh, they probably didn't need to go that extra handball there. Good work, Banfield. That was brilliant. Brilliant stuff. He's going to be a good player. Clark kicks it back. Reed won't kick it from here. He won't kick it from here. What did I say? Oh, what did I say? Forget what I said. I didn't know he was capable of that shit. Jeez. It hurts. Those ones hurt. Those ones really hurt. We've got a little bit of work to do now. Saints to stop the seesaw and hold the lead if they want to win. Well, we just have no one ahead of the footy for us. Even when we get we've just got to find a mark when we clear it. Just have a bit more composure. I'm fearing if they kick it one or two more goals, really get their tails wagging, then the game could be over in the next few minutes. Wilson's done well there. Our midfield really needs to stand strong. Frederick, if he kicks this, it's going to be really hard. He's missed it. Fortunately, he's missed that. Has he missed a lot, or he's missed it to the left? Fuck. We've been in these positions a lot, and I can't remember the last time we've been in a position like this. We've actually somehow been able to win. Harley or Murphy Reed. Still Harley Reid for mine. But Murphy Reed's going to be a star. Oh, he already is. Philippou. I don't know if those kicks are really going to do us many favours. Although when they drop the footy like that, it helps because it causes chaos. Don't let Freo get it out. We cannot let Freo get the clean possession because they've got. Oh, that's a. Did he touch that? I think so. Garcia has been quiet on his usual self, to be honest. Whenever Wilson... Oh, 50... What a crowd. 53,000. Holy shit. It would have been a sellout then, I would have thought. How many clearances are they going to win? Oh, this is the chance here. Sharman gets that. Clark's got pretty good composure. Tracy, Frederick. When Frederick's on, they're normally doing pretty well. A miss. Tracy's running back into the forward line. Cox is on the lead. Good fist from Caminiti there. Frederick. Oh, it's Dudley, actually. Never mind. Fuck's sakes. Fucking hell. Who was there to stop him? It's starting to slip away. Just getting tired. L team. That's a pretty good snap. That's textbook roving. No, it's not. The game's not over yet. We've just got to start. We've put McRae in the middle. Wilson just needs to find it. Find it and go. They're fucking dominating right now. See, if we could call a timeout right now, we would. How do you get Dudley and Frederick? I just saw, because they both have high numbers, don't they? They don't look the same, though. That's 221 pressure factor. That's fucking insane. Oh, he's handballed it. There's Dudley. Caminiti's actually done okay with his spoils. His 1%ers. Banfield. Carroll takes the game on. Hill. Have we still got more to give, I wonder? You'd hope so. That kick doesn't really favour anyone at all. Nah, I don't see it. I don't see a spark right now. Oh, well, I gave it a good shake-up for 3 quarters. Scoreboard's a goal behind. Mate, I'm hoping that the scoreboard's what it was beforehand. I'm refusing to admit that we're down by 19 points. I still think we're going to find a couple of avenues here. We have to. This is about as dominant of a quarter that the Freo have had all year. Frederick misses. Could have asked it there, perhaps. Look, I think we might need to just take more risk now. We're not going to win it playing safe. Oh, needed to mark that Sharman. Come on, Burns. A rare inside 50. Here we go. Drop mark. They've dropped a few marks, and when they do, we've got bloody plays on ground level. Sinclair. Not 15, apparently. Handball it. Handball it. Get rid of it. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck. Come on. Oh, that's a free kick. You prick. Not getting any luck with the umpiring today. Fucking hell. Stop kneeing Wilkie in the back. Ah, Jesus Christ, Wilson. Good stuff, Wilkes. Jeez, give him support, please. Well, time's going to start running out if we don't kick a goal in the next couple minutes. Time's going to really start running out. No. Come on, umpire. Give us something. And that's it. That's game over right there. Well, I wasn't wrong about Amos kicking 4 goals. Fuck's sakes. Just always so close. They've been lucky all bloody game. I mean, they've been the better side, clearly, but fucking hell. Yeah. Bolton definitely didn't dispose of that. And somehow it just falls in the lap of Amos and he kicks the goal. It's 25 points. Do you believe in miracles, chat? Because if you do, then who knows? But can we start winning the ball out of the middle? We've brought Sinclair in. I don't know if that's going to do us anything, but I guess we're going to have to try bring in a bit of leadership. Oh, it's just been a little bit too far fetched this task with our outs. They've kicked 4 in a row as well. I believe 4 in this quarter. Is it 3-0? Just kick the footy in Banfield. Just go long to Sharman. Fly Sharman. Oh my God, Bolton! What the hell? What's he doing in the defense? And they've got a shit camera angle to show for it as well. That won't be mark of the year. It's not his best mark he's had, but it's a pretty good one. Who's flying? No one. No one's even... Unless we've got plays back. Yeah, here we go. Wilson. Jeez, they've been all right, Freo. Holding. Silvani. For what the fuck? That was a free kick to us. Oh, and look at this. Flanders. Ugh. Free kicks are 11-12 Freya's way. Feels like there have been a lot more free kicks paid. But like, I can think of 4 or 5 calls that were just terrible. We've got to. We need to find something like now. The game's wrapped up though. To be fair, oh, turnover. I don't think that was the kick there, Henry. Garcia hasn't kicked one yet. Missed it. Oh wow, that could have been something. Did you end up going to Dreamtime, Will? I thought it was going to end up being quite a good contest in the last quarter at the very least. But you know what? I'm happy that Richmond got the win. I think the fans deserve to see a win as well. But you could argue the same thing for Essendon fans. But it's just funny seeing it that way. I'd love it if it was only like a 2-goal margin because it's going to be a bit too little too late here, the Saints. Marshall's going back for this. I don't know. We'll hope. One can only hope that he's got it in him, which he does. Can he roost one from 50? Clearly not. He'll just give it straight to Brayshaw. Jeez, we're chasing tails at the moment, aren't we? I went with Mason and Blake. Essendon 4 injuries and they're always going to fade late. They end up with 4. So they would have had like 1 player left on the bench in the last quarter. It's still though, if you, I know Richmond have actually been playing some pretty competitive footy as of late, but if Essendon was a fair dinkum, they don't lose that. Bolton will kick this. You just knew he was going to kick it. Just his moment right there. Oh, they're just showing off their skills. It's a frustrating result, the fact that it's become a 30-point margin. It's like the Brisbane game a little bit. We just don't quite have the class. The amount of games that it's in the balance for 3 quarters, and then they just take the game by the scruff of the neck and freaking pile on the goals. I never thought we had it. The task was a bridge too far the whole night. But I thought in the 3rd quarter we could have. Like, did we kick we kicked the first goal of the quarter, didn't we? We actually ended up. We led. I believe we actually led. And then it all went downhill. I just don't want percentage to be blown out anymore. We have to keep it at this margin or perhaps get a couple back. We might get a free kick, actually. Won't really matter, though. Actually, it will matter. I actually would like to see the scoreboard look a little bit better because I feel like it doesn't deserve to be 30 points. Well, that's the story of the night. Don't deserve to win when shit like that goes against us. Fix the scores as well. I don't know why it's all... There we go. Why the fuck does it look like that? I'm just going to leave it. It doesn't really matter. 3 minutes to go. Oh, my God. Jeez, Fast Freddy can be exciting. It's frustrating as hell. They're going to blow it out to a 40-point margin. It shouldn't be 40 points. Oh, it's too late to watch this stuff anymore. 11 o'clock. Tipping Sydney or Geelong. I've tipped the Cats. I think the Cats will actually do it at the end quite comfortably. They've just got all their weapons firing at the right time. But I am going to watch the game. I think that's his third. They're celebrating everything now. You just pipe it down. Playing into undermanned St Kilda. $35 points. If you would have told me it was 35 points, I would have been like, well, probably we're out of it at 3/4 time. But we were well in it until the last 10, 15 minutes. It's disappointing. I've tipped the Swans and I'm thinking I might change. I'd stick with it. I don't really see any reason to change, to be honest. If you're sticking with the Swans, you'd be really kicking yourself if they ended up winning and you actually changed, because most went the Cats. So the point of difference tip, if you get those ones right, that's what gets you rising the ranks in all the tipping comps. I think we've just dropped our heads, haven't we? Seems that way. Just walking out the middle there. Oh, don't tell me we've got another injury. Like, that's the last thing we wanted. Banfield has actually done more than enough to solidify a spot in the side, I reckon, to be honest, in especially this last half. Sharman has not had a look at it all game. O'Connell, can he kick his first goal? He's kicked 2 points. Really frustrating to see that, to finish with 1.5 minutes to go and Marshall hobbles off with a knee injury. I said it before, as long as we go through this game unscathed, even if we don't get the win, we get a free. Did that not actually end up being a behind? Well, Hill's been pretty solid, although he sort of dropped off when the heat was rising in the game. But he kicks 2 goals. Take that. Well, it doesn't look like it's a short-term injury from the looks of it on that replay of Marshall, which ruins our structure unless we want to bring in Dodson, because Marshall, I feel like TDK works a lot better, to be honest, when he's not playing the entire game as ruck, because then he just tires himself out more quickly. Jesus Christ. So if he could be done for the year if they're thinking even PCL, ACL. And he's actually had a really good month of footy as well, really fitting into the side with him and TDK. So really shit way to finish off a pretty disappointing game of footy at the end of the day. Oh, God. Charity goal. Good luck and oh, wait, you aren't going to be there. I still think we're probably going to finish in the top 10, even if it's not in the top 8. Like, who had us winning this game in the first place? You pencil this game down as a loss for. You could pencil the next 2 games down as a loss, and we'll still finish in a spot where we'll probably end up finishing in the top 10. So they win by 31 points. It's a shit result. It's a shit result because I thought we were actually really promising for 3 quarters, but then we just fell away again. And I fucked the score up again. Oh, it's that point. Oh no, it's not. Who cares? Who cares? And why do they have to stop the song for that? I'll take an extra percentage point or whatever. Don't they have Brisbane next week? Well, if the run continues past that Brisbane game, they could actually go on like a 15-game run. It opens up a little bit for them. Because they got North Melbourne, and then I think they have the bye. And then the Cats, it's going to be a big game at round 15. Anyways, I don't know. Pretty flat finish after that game, but I think I'll move. It's sort of like the Gold Coast game in a way. Like, we just didn't really have enough forward target. What did we end up? We lost in the end. That last quarter was really concerning though. Like, everything, all the stats went against us. And they just walked out the middle easily. We just ran out of legs. I wanted to see Wharfie time. I would have taken Wharfie time. Would have meant the margin would have been at least a little more favourable. But it's not that surprising. That result isn't too surprising. It's just annoying about Marshall, Howard as well. Oh well, whatever. We don't have to play Freo again. You wouldn't think we played them again anyway. So they're gonna stay top for the rest of the round, unless the Swans get the win over Geelong. Freo won't lose the Brisbane. Well, they don't play. They really don't have a great track record against the Lions. The Lions, they'll surely lift for that game. Like, they lift for the games against the big clubs typically, not so much against the Cats. I'm 0-3 in the shout bets. Yeah, if they kept feeding the ball to a miss in the last quarter and the last half, perhaps you would have gotten the 6 goals. But I don't know. What are the St Kilda fans saying after that? Let's have a look. Probably just not good enough, I assume. If Saints got all their goals and stuff, they would have won. No. No, I don't think it would have made much of a difference, to be honest. Fremantle they can just turn it up another level when they need to. I really don't think it would have made a huge difference, but would have been nice to just stick at them for longer during that last quarter. Anyways, it's quite late. I've got an early morning tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. I would have actually stayed on for a bit longer had we won, but thankfully, really glad I didn't go. It would have been the biggest waste. Especially with that last quarter, just piling on the goals, just piling on the pain. Anyways, hopefully Marshall is not too concerning of it. It didn't look good, did it? It didn't look good. And yeah, got a couple things to do before I go to bed. All right, well, thanks for watching the stream, guys. I'll see you soon. That was the last St Kilda game. Probably the last one I'll do for the year. Hopefully can bounce back against Hawthorn next week on a Thursday night. It's going to be hard, but I think we can get it done. But yeah, we've just got to beat the sides that are around us or above us if we think we're any real chance. But I did really like signs in the first 3 quarters. Just, yeah, wasn't to be. Didn't you tip Freo by 30? I was close. I was pretty close, yeah. So at the end of the day, I expected it. So just given the fact that we were in front of the last quarters makes it a little bit more disappointing. They sure gave Freo a run for their money. Well, I gave Freo a run for their money for 3 quarters, but nah, just elevated in the last, and we didn't. All right, cheers for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon in the next stream, and probably video, actually. I've got a video that I've almost finished editing, so it'll be up on the weekend at some stage, probably. So, yeah, thank you, guys, and, yeah, bit flat after that, but